guys, come on in. Welcome to the kitchen. Hey guys, welcome to episode 2 of The Kitchen. Last week on The Kitchen we showed you how to make some egg Pepsi ramen.
This week, seeing as that was such a success, we're going to show you how to make your very own homemade Mountain Dew. Here's a list of the ingredients. Okay, so first thing that we need to add is some beautiful corn syrup. The corn syrup, what it's going to do is high in fructose. I'm not sure what that means, but I know it's pretty sweet. So we'll just add some in here like this. You want a big bowl and you just want to cover the bowl. It's one of the main ingredients, so that's probably about right. Next ingredient that we need, some concentrated orange juice. This orange juice has been studying all morning, getting ready for this. And it's just pretty concentrated right now, so he's in the right place. Just gonna open it up and oh, that looks delightful. Now, really you want the non-pulped kind, but he's a bit of a nerd, so he's pretty beaten up. That should be good. Now, just mix these two together until it's nice and runny. Okay, that's about good. Over to our Kim for the next ingredients.
Alright, so our next ingredient is citric acid. So we're not going to pour a whole lot in, but we got to give it a little bit of kick. So carefully pour some into the bowl, like so. We'll mix it in here. Now it should be still a little thick, but it'll thin out over time as we keep adding ingredients. Alright, and then our next ingredient is natural flavor.
Elder Kinman, how on earth do you make natural flavor?
Well, you see, alright, so here we got our big bag of air for natural flavor. So what we're going to do is first we'll put this in the sink here so that we don't get any of the air out. Nice and calm. Alright, we'll put on our protective oven mitts because this mason jar is pretty darn hot. It's been boiling for a couple hours. Take this out really carefully. Alright, perfect. Take out the natural flavoring and perfect. Look at that. As I was saying, now we're going to add the natural flavor. Just take off the lid, pour a little bit in. And mix it around a little bit. And that should be good. Alright, now on to our next ingredient, preserved freshness, which Elder Bray preserved earlier.
So we're going to go and show you how we did that. Alrighty, so welcome to the kitchen, extra time. What we're going to show you today is how to preserve freshness. Now this is going to come up very, very, very handy in the coming few days as we start one of our big projects. So, first off, you're going to boil some water and stick a mason jar in there. Getting it nice and hot really helps you to preserve the flavor. So what we really need is sodium benzoate. Sodium is pretty much just salt. So we're going to put the salt into the mason jar, probably quite a lot. And then we're going to get our freshness. Freshest thing that I know is Febreze. So we're going to can this into our little mason jar there, but word of warning, it's pretty hot, so you gotta put on those oven mitts, take that out of there. Now we don't want to be too rushed with this. Really, this will just kind of stay in there for a little bit. So we just really spray this down in there. You get a little lid, pop it on like that. And just get the top off, screw it on. And there you have it. You really, really want to make sure that it's mixed up well. Just give it a little shake up. Look how fresh that looks. That's beautiful. We'll just leave this overnight and we'll use it tomorrow. Okay, so here's the preserved freshness that we made earlier. I'm just gonna open it up. The lid should be popped. Oh, perfect, that's the sound you wanna hear, because that means it's all preserved in there. So we're just gonna add it in just a tiny little bit. It's pretty concentrated in there. So we don't need too much. Now we'll keep it nice and fresh. Okay, now the next ingredient is a lot of caffeine. So we have here, lovingly from one of our favorite gas stations, some beautiful caffeine, pure in its purest form. Now we don't want much because it tastes pretty damn nasty actually. So we're just gonna add in a little bit, give it that bit of a buzz. There we go, that's probably like 10 caffeine shots right there, so screw it, let's get a little bit more in there. I don't want to sleep tonight. As you can see, it's starting to look pretty yellow. That's kind of what we wanted to look like. So we're gonna go to Kim and he's gonna show you what the next ingredient is.
All right, the next ingredient we'll need is calcium.
Found some.
What is that?
The guy said it was calcium, I think. It began with a C.
That's good enough for me. All right, so now we're gonna add our calcium to the mix. Now what the calcium does is it preserves the flavor a little more. Stand out a little more, be able to last a little longer. There we have it.
Okay, so this next part is gonna take a little bit of time. So to get the process started, I've already started to boil the water. As you can see here, I've got some Arabic gum. Now, I had to fly this stuff in special, but I'm pretty sure you can get it from your local Walmart. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna open it up. I'm just gonna pour it out into this little strainer here. All right, there we go, we don't want that. So it's a little bit sandy coming from Arabia, so we're just gonna wash it off a little bit. And we're just gonna add it straight to the steaming mess right here. And we're just gonna wait to boil that up a little bit. So it's already starting to turn the water pink. This is a good sign. Okay, we're just gonna let this simmer for a while and we'll come back in a minute. Alrighty, so welcome back. While you've been gone, we've been simmering our Arabic gum here. As you can see, it's a lovely pink color. Should be the color of the Red Sea, I think. I think that's what they were going for there. Well, there's just one more part to this. So we're gonna go on over here to the counter, get some sugar. Because I don't think the Arabics know what sugar is. Maybe that's just me being racist. But we're gonna add some sugar because we like things sweet here in America. So we're gonna put 1/4 cup of sugar in here. And that'll just help things to go down real well. After all, we are making our own dough and that is very, very sugary. So, alright, we'll just let that cool down. Alright, so I'm not a very patient person. We're gonna cool this down a little bit faster. Something that I love to do to cool things down a lot faster is to get some ice. Just pour it straight in there. You pour some in. Woo, that's a little hot. See? Look how fast these little blocks of ice are melting here. Those were huge a second ago. That means it's cooling down fast. That just looks delightful. They have not let me down this time. Always count on those Arabs to give us some nice gum. Now it shouldn't be thick in consistency. If it's nice and thick, it's not going to go well in our drink, so we don't want that. So you've got to get the unthick kind. Alright, see, this is nice and cool now. So what we're going to do actually, is we're going to take this, this little mixing jug. We're going to pour some in. You want maybe about 1 cup. I think 1 cup will be good. We don't want all of it. So we're going to pour it in. Careful, because it's still going to be a little warm. Perfect. We're going to take this cup, we're going to pour it in a little Pyrex dish. What this is basically going to do, just going to let it cool down. I consider myself a genius. Guessing 1 cup was just right. We'll leave it there for later. Okay, so it's completely cooled down now. It's begun to settle a little bit on the bottom, so it's just at the right point to add it in. What we're going to do is we're going to take a spoon. We're just going to skim some of this top stuff off real quick, because we don't want that in there. And we're just going to pour just a little bit in there as we're mixing it. There we go.
All right, so now we're gonna pour it in our pot here on the stovetop. Awesome, we'll just let that simmer for a little bit, bring it to a boil, and we'll come back later. All right, so now we gotta pour our carbonated water into this jug in here. Hope I am right. Woo! Nice and carbonated. And we're also gonna add our yellow. So 5 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. All right, now that the mixture is finished cooling, pour some right here into a measuring cup. And we'll want to get about maybe a cup and a half. That should be good. And we'll bring it over here. Here we've got our carbonated water with its yellow 5. You know, it looks really good when it looks like about pea. Mix around a little more. And we will be right back for the taste testing.
All right, so the Mountain Dew is finally ready to drink. So we're gonna pour it into some cups here, and we're gonna give it a little taste test.
Bottoms up. It's pretty good. It really gives that homemade Mountain Dew. This actually tastes way better than normal Mountain Dew. I'm genuinely surprised.
I think we finally did something right. Hey, thanks for joining us on
The Kitchen.
It's been so good to be with you today, and it's really been a success. Who knew that you could make your own Mountain Dew?
Right?
Well, we'll see you next time.
See ya. All right, so here we've got our big bag of air for natural freshness, flavoring. Freaking give it a little more fresh flavor. Now the mason jar isn't in the pot. No! Well, it's all over now.